Hi, this is Peter Dykes Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your astrology report through the tarot for Capricorn January 2019. So Capricorn January 2019 through the tarot. So let's see what we get here. So we'll start off with what we'll call overview, and let's just see what's going on around you, and we'll focus on 12 cards to sort of give us a reasonably in-depth view of what's going on around you. So Capricorns, okay. So first off, I'm getting in here now is I'm being drawn to sorting money and finances out here, because I'm being drawn to the 3 of coins here with money, and also some of you may be sort of perhaps within family, maybe looking at a will that we've got to be sorting out. Just because I'm seeing a will doesn't mean there's a death, so don't take it like that. It's just we tidying up the finances within family. And also I'm being drawn to contracts with property as well to be looked at this month. So you may be thinking about moving house, or maybe buying a house in the near future, and you're going to be seeking advice because here's your home, you know, the 4 of Wands, and it's like you're seeking advice here from the environment about property, or about wills, or about finance. So that's interesting. And basically it's showing me here now any kind of worries and concerns that you've got, it shows me that they're unfounded. Now what that means is, it doesn't mean your worries are not real. What it does mean is, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, in other words, everything can be sorted out, everything can be looked at, and everything can be resolved. But you mustn't shy away from things or brush things on the carpet. Now it's like, got to start facing everything head on, so to speak. And I also feel, so for some of you as well, you may get a bit of a blast from the past, whether that's friendship, relationship, or family. It doesn't really matter who it is. There's somebody sort of coming in from the past. But I do feel this person coming in from the past can sometimes come across a little bit like what I call cold of the emotions. They don't show the feelings very easily, and you may look at them a bit negatively. So I'm not saying don't connect with them, but look at it like small doses, as if to say, do you know what, I'll perhaps connect with them 1 or 2 days a week or whatever, but any more than that, it's a bit much. I need a bit of a break, and then I'll go visit them another day. So look at it like that, and I feel so if you do that, you should be absolutely fine. But for most of you Capricorns now, you're feeling a bit more empowered. It's like your strength of character's coming together, because you're coming out here empowered. So you're feeling you've got your strength, your will, and I feel so that's really good. So just keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure some of you are definitely going to be feeling a little bit stronger within yourselves. So it just feels like it's good. And some of you may have some legal details what you've got to sort out a little bit. So see where all that ties in. But then legal details would connect with property. You know, if you're dealing with property, like I said, whether you're renting or buying, you've got a contract to sign, a document, it's legal. So yes, but I also feel so as you're connecting with friendships or family, try not to be too sort of stubborn with them, or too much empowerment. It's like they might not sort of see that in the right way with you, so you may upset them a little bit. So try and keep the tension down a little bit. Okay, so that was an overview. So let's have a look at relationships. Just let me just put these cards back because they've turned upside down. Right, let's have a look at relationships for you Capricorns. Let's see what's going on around you. Right, 3, 4. Okay, right, so some of you Capricorns are feeling a little bit sensitive this month. So it's like, you know, you might feel like you're not quite yourself, or you might try and think about being a bit tactful to sort of other partners or future partners, which is fine. But I do feel like you've got to be yourself. But here you are coming out as the Queen of Coins, and she is the Capricorn. Okay, but here you're coming out as the Queen of Cups as well. Now I just feel so it's just a bit of a sensitive side with you. But I just get the feeling you're up and down with things at the moment. It's like you're not connecting with partners very easily at the moment, or potential partners. So you may be sort of rolling the roller coaster of your emotions a little bit. So that might sort of pull you in different directions. So you'll have to keep an eye on that, how you're communicating with your better half. but try not to worry about it. But most of these worries or concerns could be about money. You know, as if to say, we just got past December, January's a quiet period, we're waiting to get paid again, so we're feeling a bit frustrated because we can't do the things we want to do or don't want to bang it on the credit card. You know, as you're better off, could be moaning at you. So it's like I feel as though we've got balanced money out a little bit. But I do feel as though once we've got past January, I feel like we should be feeling a bit uplifted. But for some of you, you're not exactly jumping for joy. And it's not just to do with Christmas. It's like you're feeling a bit flat. It's like you're a bit fed up with things. And you may be thinking, am I happy where I am? So, in other words, if you're in a relationship but you're not feeling happy, you may be thinking about moving forward, having a fresh start. It's difficult, it's not easy, you've got to sort money out, you've got to get things balanced, you've got to get things organised, and you may not be in the right frame of mind to do it. So all I would say is just let January ride out, see how you feel in February. You might have a different thought, a different plan, a different way of looking at things. But those of you who are settled and okay, it's just I feel as though money frustrating you a little bit, and maybe you're better off winding you up. But you know, we all have these little moments, don't we? But I just feel so just keep doing what you're doing. And just be careful with somebody around you being a little bit secretive. Now, when I say secretive, I don't mean mistrust. Just sometimes we don't open up about things, or we go round the roundabout 100 times. So it's either you, or you're better off, or somebody within the family, within the household, that's not quite being themselves a little bit, and you may notice that. So keep an eye on that a little bit. Right, let's have a look at work for you Capricorns. Okay. Now this is interesting. For some of you, you're feeling a little bit bored, a bit fed up with things. It's like you want new things to come in. So it's like, oh, this job's doing my head in now. I want something better. I want to motivate myself. I want to earn more money. So I feel great. So start looking, but try not to make any fresh starts until February, because I'm always dubious with people starting new jobs in January. It's almost like as if to say, do they really want you? But then, because it can be the tail off of December for some of them, still feeling a bit busy, and then February they might slow down. But, you know, it's not sort of starting a new job in December, so I wouldn't worry too much about it, but just, you know, check them out, make sure that they're okay. But I feel like it should be okay, but I can feel like you're letting go of something. Excuse my ticklish cough. I can feel you're letting go of something here, because something's coming to an end, and then here, it's like you're walking away. You're moving on to new pastures. And then here, it's like you're making massive decisions about what you want and where you're going. But do bear in mind, for some of you, this is where you're knocking your careers down and rebuilding yourself. But some of you might sort of maybe lose your job a little bit because maybe the company you're working for is struggling. I'm not saying it's like that. I'm saying some of you, not all of you. So don't hit the panic button the way I've said that. But I do feel as though whichever way it is, whatever follows on, better things are coming, because you've got your victory card. So in other words, if a job does come to an end around you, look at it as if to say, it was no good for me, there was no money there, wasn't going to get any overtime, new job, brilliant, safer, secure, onwards and upwards, brilliant. In fact, here, there is new jobs here for you, so there's your career card coming out very strong. But for some of you, you should be focusing on study, training, learning new skills, because that could motivate you moving up in the ladder, or, you know, within the company that you're working for, or it could motivate you to sort of better yourself to go out there and get a better job somewhere else. But I just feel as though it's all good. But for some of you ladies, you may also be thinking about motherhood. So whether motherhood's interfering in what you're doing, so you've got to wait, or are some of you thinking about having a child this year? So that's something you've got to sort out and get organised where you feel so it's best for you to do it. But it is definitely there for you, which is really good, really exciting. Right, so we've had a look at an overview. We've looked at relationships, and we've looked at career. So let's now have a look at money in general. Keep this one a little bit more simpler. Yeah, so here, money is a little bit up and down, but it's not negative. I'm just putting it to just back to Christmas, January. We're all feeling it a little bit. But it does feel like you've got the ability to go out there and earn more money. So if you focus on it, whether you stay where you are and move up the ladder, or you go and look for something better. But in the meantime, you just got to juggle money around a little bit to just balance it out. But other than that, I feel as though money's going to be okay. It's not too bad for this month. Right, let's have a look at health. Okay, keep an eye on your arms and your wrists aching a little bit. Keep an eye on some tension, headaches, or watch your eyes. See, some cards I just don't draw to. With this, keep an eye on your sleep patterns a little bit. Watch your lower back aching here, because I'm being drawn to your lower back here. This is just where your energy levels are just a little bit up and down. Okay, and then here, keep an eye on your stomach area. So this could be just general thinking about maybe doing a bit of dieting if you put a little bit of weight over the festive period. But I am looking at more to sort of keep an eye on your stomach area. So with that, listen to what your doctor's got to say, but do a bit of research yourself as well, so you know what your issues, your problems are. See what's out there, see what positive foodstuffs you can bring into your diet to complement your issues a little bit. So other than that, you're generally okay, just a few little niggly things. Let's have a look around family, close family, so that could be children or maybe outer family a little bit. See how you feel, how this draws to you. Okay. Okay, so just feels though you and your potential relationships partners now have got to talk about what you're doing with children, and it almost feels like here we're going to start put a bit of new energy into family, trying to make things happen and plan for the future. But some of you might find it a bit difficult to do this because you'll be worrying about money, so it's like you've got to get money sorted out, or maybe some of you are going to be cutting back and saying, look kids, you can't have as much money as you've been having. So it's like we're trying to balance money out. And it could be just for this month only, so it's like we're tightening about again, aren't we? Do be careful who somebody's coming into the mix within family who you can't trust as far as you can throw. So just be wary of that, whether that's somebody you're borrowing money to, or you're having any jobs connected with people and they're coming into the family home, or is it somebody who's been a bit funny within the family and it's like you don't trust them like you used to. Be wary of that a little bit. But whatever's going on, stand your ground a little bit now and do what you feel so is best when it comes to family. And even that, sometimes you might go against your partner, but I feel like you've got to do what you feel so is right, but you don't want to be upsetting your better half. But saying that though, I've got your beautiful star card coming out. So this is saying, look, family ties will get easier as time goes by and there is hope for the future. But also, don't let family drain your energy. Because it's a bit like you're giving and giving and giving, not getting back what you put in, and you might just feel like, do you know what, this is tiring me out. And also some of you may be looking at vehicle issues, and it's funny, my car's in the garage at the moment, so family issue in my household, but although I'm not a Capricorn. Right. And let's just see now, anything you need to know, anything you should be doing, and generally what's going on around you now over the next month or so. So it's all about setting goals, making things happen, planning for the future, not sitting there and getting bored and fed up, but maybe some changes coming. Either you're doing it or you're being pushed into making these changes. Right, and let's have a look at your angel cards. Let's see what these say for you. Okay, so it's time to go. So it's all about endings and new beginnings, getting out there, making things happen. And Cupid love and emotions will build up around you, or you're going to be focusing on your love life to make changes. But don't worry so much what the purpose of your life is, if to say, do you know what, everything happens for a reason, and just got to embrace the changes and adapt and change as you go along. So I hope all that's made sense for you. If you do want a bit more insight, because that was general for the population, please do connect with me and book in with me for a private reading, whether it's sort of locally or over the phone, or have a video reading. And please also do like, comment and share these YouTube videos, because that helps me to grow and helps me to keep giving you these videos free of charge. Okay then, so thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed that. I wish you all the best, and we'll get ready for the next video.